This is Mark and Charity's Coffee Podcast.
Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast, Thursday, September the 28th today. Today's a big day. We were kicking off Saved by the Beep. Was that late August?
September. It kicked off the beginning of September. Yep.
And so it's an education program, and wait for kids to get back into school, and it all culminates with today.
Well, Saved by the Beep is reminding people the importance of properly working smoke alarms. Mm-hmm. And as we heard from a fire prevention officer today, the amount of deaths in Ontario last year from smoke alarms that didn't work has been the highest in the last 20 years. So clearly people were not taking this seriously enough. And as I pointed out, it feels like we've been getting this message our entire lives. So why we have smoke alarms that aren't working, and it's the highest it's been, just shocked me. But it does culminate today with Test Your Alarm Day. So it's Saved by the Beep, Test Your Alarm Day. Everybody check your smoke detectors today, basically.
Senior Fire Prevention Officer Kyle Christopher, we had arranged to call him. We thought we'd be in his office, but son of a gun, if he wasn't on site this morning.
Yeah, because I thought we were too early. I'm like, I don't want to wake you up. Like, I was trying to arrange. I said, if it's too early for you to talk to us, I totally get it. Morning show and everything. He's like, no, we can work that. And then, we call him, and he's on site.
Yeah, so he managed to move away from an active situation.
Wow.
To sit in his truck and give us the important points of why today, Save the Beep Day, is so important. Senior Fire Prevention Officer Kyle Christopher literally joins us on site. You're not even in your office right now, unless your truck's your office.
Yeah, sometimes it can be, that's for sure.
But already busy on the job today. We'll try not to take too much of your time, Kyle, but we did want to touch base because this month there's been a great campaign on Saved by the Beep, and today especially a big day.
Yeah, today is Test Your Smoke Alarm Day, Saved by the Beep. Last year in Ontario there was 133 fire deaths, which has been the highest in 20 years, and most of these fatal fires, they had no working smoke alarms in their homes.
That's really amazing to think about when you stop and think about that, because it feels like it's almost drilled into our heads. Even as children, you check your smoke alarms, typically when we change the clocks, but it's still happening. Yeah,
we see it very often in the fire department, and we just want to educate people, today especially, when they get home from work or get home today, is we want them to check their smoke alarms, not only just to make sure that they're working, but we also want to make sure that smoke alarms have a life expectancy, and we want people to check the dates on them too, because they have a replace by date, and usually it's about 10 years, so we want people to also look at that because they lose their effectiveness after usually 10 years. So we want them to check that date and make sure they're within that date.
Yeah, pull the chair, pull the step ladder over, quick little press of the button to make sure it works. Check the date on that. Takes less than a minute. Could very well save your life. Senior Fire Prevention Officer Kyle Christopher. When the kids get home from school, because you guys and gals have been very busy in the schools, kids are going to know what today is, won't they?
Yes, they will, yeah. And hopefully, they can go home and tell their parents to check their smoke alarms tonight. That's the main goal of today, and hopefully all of them can do that.
Well, and we were saying this morning, we always know when the fire department's been to the school because the kids always love seeing you. It's always a big day when the fire department comes.
Yeah, that's right. Everyone likes to see the big red truck.
All right, well, keep up the great work. We really appreciate it. Saved by the Beep, a big day today. And here's hoping you get to spend a lot more time in your office and less time in your truck.
Yeah, and also I just want to touch too on this fire we're at here today. They had working smoke alarms, so the occupants were able to get out safely today, which is a big plus.
Great to hear.
Fabulous.
Great to hear. Check those smoke alarms today. Test your smoke alarm today, part of Saved by the Beep, an initiative across the province, right?
That's right. Yep, it's province-wide, and it's. I think it's going to be going on every year, so just want everyone to check their smoke alarms.
Boy, that's good to hear, obviously, that
they're safe.
Tragedy with the fire and everything, and hopefully insurance is in, but you got out. That's, right now, that is the most important thing. Right now, you're dealing with your own issues. If your house ever caught fire, I can't imagine. But thank heavens that it worked.
Well, and as we heard at the beginning of the month when we spoke to the Quinte West firefighters, it's literally seconds. It used to be you had minutes to get out of your home. Like I think it was between 10 and 14 minutes was a good, if the smoke detector worked properly, you would have time to get out. Now, literally, it is seconds, like 90 seconds tops, you have to get out when a fire starts in your home. So think about that for a moment. It's fine. It's one thing if it's you. It's something totally different if it's a family. So like it just, think about the time frame. And if your smoke detector isn't working, wow.
They say that things like the new materials that they're using to build homes, and they're not worse materials. They're more fire active materials, like the glues and hardwood floors. Very, very.
I always thought it was because homes were so much more. Not compact, but just that tighter.
Airtight. Oh yeah, that's part of it.
Build.
Yep. Airtight.
More than they used to be, too.
Like a box.
Yeah.
Right? Like you think about a fire growing in a box and then suddenly,
it just goes up, kind of.
But they say that a lot of the materials used in today's homes are just,
more flammable.
More flammable. And, we were living farther away from places where
That's
a fire,
true.
We're living in farther out areas. We're creating suburbs away from it. I had that discussion with somebody once. It's funny. I don't want to get off in too much of a tangent. Imagine that, me going off on a tangent. But somebody was talking about, they heard that, to get an ambulance to their house was going to take 25 minutes. And that's deplorable. I said, you live out in the middle of nowhere. Like, you made the decision.
Everybody wants to move to the country.
Right.
But you still want all the amenities right there.
And I said to them, do you think that the most expensive... No, I didn't ask you as a question. I said, if what you're saying then, the most expensive housing property in any city should be right beside the hospital. And they were like, well, no, it isn't. I know, there are neighborhoods around hospitals, but they're never the most expensive. But based on your logic of... well, if my life is so important, then why don't you live next door to a hospital? Like, think about that for a second, right? If you're so concerned about living and surviving tragedies, why don't you live beside the fire department? Like, why are we choosing to move far away and then we're shocked that it takes them a while to get to us? So,
upset that it takes so long. Well, they do have to travel that distance to you.
Exactly, because they're not around you anymore, and you chose to live with them. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but don't be shocked. So on the other hand, then, you better make sure your smoke alarms work.
Carbon monoxide.
And you've done the old thing with your kids to say, we're all going out of these windows, and we're going to meet over there. Like, it's going, like, now you
have a plan.
It is up to you to make sure you survive it. So by the time they get there...
You're safe
you've done
outside.
Everything you wanted to do, had to do.
And they can do their job now when they get there.
Saved by the beep. So, Kyle, thanks for that this morning.
Yes.
Do we also have time to have a little bit of fun with our Taylor Swift people?
I think so.
Why?
How much time do we need?
This is my
what are we doing?
This is my grave
Are we going
concern.
through all the Taylor Swift stories today, or are we talking about the giveaway on Monday?
The giveaway on Monday.
Okay.
I just want to be concerned because I have this grave concern because you're on vacation.
Yeah, I'm off next week.
So it's just me. So this is bad.
It'll be fine. You'll be excited for both of you.
Just me interacting with listeners. What could go wrong? So I have this ongoing nightmare that because we have literally, if not the last pair of tickets, one of the last pair of tickets in captivity.
Yeah, I haven't heard of any ticket giveaways lately.
Yeah, for the Eras Tour in Toronto. We're giving them away on Monday. We have keywords.
Yep.
My fear is I'm going to call up the winner on Monday. And I'm going to get it. Oh, great, thanks.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to hate my life. So we started prepping people today.
Everybody who wins. But yes, we worry about this because in the past, things like this happen.
It happens.
Where we will have a really great, it doesn't even have to be a great prize, a prize. And you call the person up and for whatever reason, you question afterwards whether or not they even know that they entered it.
Did they even care? And that might be the most excited they ever get. We're excitable people. Not everybody is.
But with a prize such as a pair of tickets to Taylor Swift, the hottest show on the planet right now, and will be for the next 2 years. She's dating, we think she's dating Travis Kelce. There hasn't been actual confirmation, but everybody is talking. So. But she's everywhere.
Right.
There's a lot of hype. The point being, this is a big deal. if you don't want these tickets, if you're not going to be excited about these tickets, it kind of feels like a kick in the pants.
I know.
It's like, why are we giving them to you if you're not going to appreciate them? And it's not that we necessarily need the appreciation, but come on.
Come on, we want
These
good
are
radio.
Taylor Swift tickets.
That's what people want to hear.
Show some emotion.
Yeah.
Show some excitement. Dig deep if you have to. We know it's early. And yes, we are excitable, and you don't have to be as excitable about us, but show that you really want these tickets.
So we opened up the phone lines this morning and we said, give us your best rendition of what you would sound like if we called you. Mm-hmm. And Evelyn was unintelligible. And that's great.
That'd be awesome. If I couldn't understand you on the other line, that would be amazing. Like for 5 minutes, that would be perfect.
That's what we want.
That's what we want.
We got a text from listeners who were at work breaking windows. They were screaming so loud.
They were screaming so loud.
And then we did it again, and this mom phoned in. Get a load of this one.
Hi, 95.5.
If we won the Taylor Swift tickets, we would be so excited!
Oh my God, how many people are there?
I am a mom, and I have 6 children here with me.
Oh my gosh!
I've been listening for 6 hours a day, every day, since I found out this contest was happening, except for yesterday. Just found out I had COVID. Haven't been feeling well, but I'm trying to win these tickets for my daughter, who's a Swiftie. She's 10 years old, and it would make her whole year.
So if we called you back on Monday and said, "Hi, it's Mark and Charity Mornings," how would you react?
We would freak out. I would probably burst out crying. I'm on the verge of tears right now.
Oh my gosh. Well, you guys try and relax, right? Fill out those ballots, and we'll see if we can't make this work on Monday morning.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you. This is so exciting.
Thanks for calling.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
I've decided I want tears. I do want tears now. I think that's what I want.
Happy tears, though.
Yeah, happy tears. Like scream and then blubber.
But that's just it. Then you know that you gave the tickets to someone who is going to appreciate it, who's going to go and love every minute and sing along to every song and take someone that they're going to have a blast with, like that they're going to be well used. Yep. It's like when you give stuff away or you're selling, you want it to go to a good home.
Yeah, go to a good home.
You want these tickets to go to a good home and be used well.
A 10-year-old Swiftie?
Oh my gosh.
Makes her whole life.
It would be great to give it to a kid.
Because I don't want to find out that the tickets got sold. No, give it to somebody who's just going to absolutely
It's probably
love
too
going.
late for us to say that. You can't win if you're going to sell them.
No, I know, and I don't know how we would ever find that out because the concert isn't for another 14 months.
Exactly. But yeah, that would be ideal. If we could, if a kid won, a young person won.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Or a parent won, then we started making it up, right? Like a parent won and then gave it to their child because their birthday's next week. Right? Like,
oh my gosh.
Or the kids didn't know that mom and dad were also entering to win.
Yeah.
The kid was, and then the phone rang, but found out mom and dad had entered and was to give them the tickets as a surprise. Like, that's what I want. I just want to find out it's this great story behind winning the tickets.
Not this, oh, thanks.
Oh, I thought so. Oh,
Yay.
What day is it again? Oh, there would be a riot.
I got a bit of a wait. Thanks.
Yeah, there would be a riot if somebody won the tickets that really didn't care they won the tickets. Like, people would come from like Kansas City.
Oh my gosh.
They would.
We would announce your name on the radio because we'd have to announce your name.
Yeah.
But you watch out. If you're not, if that's what's going to happen,
this town will come for you.
They're not going to be happy.
So anyway, that's what
Swifties are hardcore.
This is what's keeping me up at night the last week.
Oh, well, I'm
getting
sorry.
ready for Monday. Hey, it's the.
I shouldn't even bring up the phones then.
Heavy is the head that wears a crown. What phones?
If they're not working on Monday.
Okay, if the phones weren't working. Could you imagine if our computers went down? I don't.
Mark says this because it's happened. It has happened where we come in the morning on a Monday.
Right.
And things, the elves like to get in here. The little gremlins like to get in over the weekend.
Because it's a weekend, right?
Of course.
And then
there have been times when we've come in on Monday and it's been a little chaotic.
And, there's computer updates and the engineers do stuff and they come in on Monday and it's like, what the heck is this? What is
Not
this?
to put that, I'm sorry, I didn't mean, but that's kind of, my mind did go there.
Everybody.
Like, oh, please let the phones work on Monday.
Everybody who has a job that has an IT department, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They do a great job. But
and I'm not saying it's the IT people. I'm literally saying it's the gremlins. Like things happen.
Yeah, you come to work and then all of a sudden, there's new stuff and you haven't been trained for it. And, when you're live on the radio, you better know how to work everything. And every once in a while, it just means that this is a little different. Well, I'm 60 years old. And if you don't give me the owner's manual, you can't just give me something a little different.
Okay, now we might be going on a tangent or down the rabbit hole.
And throwing me live on the air.
I was just talking about the phones.
I know, but things happen. Like this week, I don't know how I've had audio. I don't know how it's happened. But you're right.
Sorry,
all the things I'm going to screw up, like
you're not going to screw it up at all.
Let's take a look at this.
No, you're not.
On Monday, we have Beat the Bank, which is the biggest part of the week anyway for Sandra Hussey, right? Now we got these Taylor Swift tickets.
When are you going to do the draw? Or do you know yet?
Oh, I know.
You're not going to say?
Yeah, well, I will. I'm going to make the draw.
After 8?
Probably around 8 o'clock, and then
because
we'll
Beat the Bank's at 7.
Yeah, 7:40.
See, this is it. You got to plan it out.
I got to have it all out.
You got a lot going on.
Right,
so
I got a lot happening.
Beat the Bank. You've got Taylor Swift tickets. Is there more? Am I missing something? There's another contest kicking off next week, too.
Well, I told them I'm not going to start that till Tuesday.
Okay. There's just too much Monday.
And it may have to go online because it's got to go all day, and I don't want to create too much of a, because it's a thing, because it's Drake tickets, so right? Okay. For the Kids Can't Wait Radiothon. We're going to use them as a fundraiser, right? So, and that's going on Wednesday. So there's only so many hours in the day, and I'm 60. So just want to make sure everything runs well.
Really? That's just an excuse,
and
Mark.
Then Jimmy,
come on.
And then you're not here, so I'm paddling.
That might help.
I am
with me not here.
Stop it. I am.
That would help.
Let
because
me finish.
Then you can just do it all. See, I won't be interrupting you. You can just go your own pace and get everything done, and have it. Who are we kidding? You will have the show done by like 7:45.
I will be paddling this canoe in a circle. That's what it's going to be like one arm.
You will be fine.
In a circle for 5 days. And that's Thanksgiving. And then I won't see you till Tuesday. And the morning show will once again be 3 hours, for which we will just all apologize later. It'll be sorry. What did he say?
It'll be
morning?
fine. I am quite disappointed I'm going to miss that phone call. So I'll have to...
has to be good.
I'll have to log on to Facebook at some point and listen to the phone, because I'm hoping it'll be posted. The call, the Taylor Swift winner? I hope so.
I hope I remember.
If not, I'll be texting you and you can send it to me.
I hope I remember to record it. Oh, my gosh.
Okay, yes. Do record that. Again, it has happened in the past.
Don't laugh.
Where things have not been recorded.
Oh, my gosh.
But that would be helpful if you did. If not, fine. It's not the end of the world. You just have to text me and let me know how it goes.
Just making sure we're recording the podcast. We are good.
So that happened too.
So that's happened before. Take 2 on the podcast. So everybody, if you've entered, and I could tell you that our entries are in the tens of thousands. I won't give you the full number.
I don't think anybody would be surprised by that.
It's ridiculous.
Taylor Swift is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Every day, and now this is my tangent. Every day, and I'm getting sick of talking about her, but every day there's something.
See,
I'm not. Several stories about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Something between the two of them, something on hers. Like it's constant. I'm surrounded by Taylor Swift stuff.
The thing is, I'm not tired of it. And I think I know why I'm not tired of it, if I may go off on a tiny tangent.
Can I clarify first?
Sure.
It's not that I'm tired of it. I'm not.
Right.
I feel that the listeners may be getting tired of it because I'm talking about it so much.
Okay.
But go ahead. Yes. You're not, because why?
Because I'm sick and tired of hearing about Trump. And I'm sick and tired of hearing about negativity. And I'm sick and tired of hearing about conspiracy theories. And I'm sick and tired of hearing about F. Trudeau. And I'm sick and tired of all of that shit.
There is something.
So here's a wonderful young lady who is extremely talented, and a famous football player who pursued her with a friendship bracelet, who finally got to meet because of his mom.
And it wasn't because of his mom.
But hang on, but if you're so put off by that, screw you. I'm serious.
Well, no, I don't think people are put off by that. It's just a lot. And you're right. There is something very happy about this. Like there's something
it's wholesome, practically. It's great.
It does. It makes you smile, certainly.
It does.
But there's a lot, like everything.
Good.
We talked about football getting a boost. We've talked now. Heinz now is coming out with limited edition sauce.
Yeah.
We've dissected the entire date. Like things keep coming out about that.
Yeah.
She's going to be in New York this weekend. Right. Like it's every day.
Do you remember when Charlie Sheen was a shit show? That was every day. That was every day.
Yeah, but there wasn't the happiness around it.
That's right, exactly.
So I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to be a part of that.
Remember when Bennifer went on for frigging ever?
No, this is different.
Exactly.
This is different.
Give it to me. Pour it all over me.
All right.
Because I'm so sick and tired of all the negative.
We only talked about, and the fact that he was on they did their podcast yesterday.
Yep.
Travis and his brother Jason Kelsey have their own podcast, and he talked about the weekend yesterday on the podcast. So that was in the Pulse, but I had that story and the Heinz story, and there was another one. And we only talked about the podcast because it's like, the whole Pulse could be Taylor Swift.
Could be, yeah. Give it to me.
But now we're going to have our own segment of the Pulse for Taylor Swift.
Yeah, we're going to put a music bed together.
That's right. It's going to be the Taylor Swift section. We're going to do that and then get into everything else.
We have to get her on this podcast. That's what we need to do.
I don't know. I would rather meet Travis and Jason Kelsey.
I can make that happen. I'm a football fan. I have Travis Kelsey as the linchpin of my fantasy football team. I took him in the first round. And then and
you were concerned.
I was concerned because she can be a curse.
I wonder if the curse has been broken now.
It totally is lifted. It is completely and utterly lifted. I want Taylor Swift to go play Baltimore in a week because they're going to win the World Series, and we're going to put it to the test. Go to Baltimore, do a show, because normally when she plays and leaves, whatever sports team's there, they lose. So they're deathly afraid in Toronto that the Leafs are going to go in a tailspin in November of 2024 after the Eras Tour.
Yeah, because 9 to 1 odds, you said?
To win the Stanley Cup. I just read that this morning. The Maple Leafs.
Wow, that's better than what I'd give them.
We're talking about tomorrow because you're not going to be back until the kickoff.
So we're going to talk about it tomorrow?
Season. Yeah.
Okay.
NHL season kicks off the day you come back, day after Thanksgiving.
Oh, good.
So your husband, if you think he and his kids are obsessed before, here comes the season.
Football or hockey?
Hockey. The
Sorry,
Leafs.
you said football.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, the hockey season.
I thought okay.
The NHL season.
The NHL. Okay,
kicks off.
I can handle that. Yes.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking football.
Oh no, football's up and running. We're good.
I wasn't sure if this was exhibition games or what's going on.
No, this is for real.
Okay.
So anyway, okay, that's going on today. Everybody, check your smoke detectors.
I
got a Taylor Swift music bed to go put together.
Yes, you do.
And
watch, there won't be anything tomorrow. Who am I kidding? There'll be like 10 stories tomorrow.
We're going to make it up if we have to. Dad joke of the week is coming up with Galaxy of Games. Good luck. We've got a week-long prize we're handing out as well as the daily prize. It's going to be in there. We'll give you the keywords coming up and plenty more tomorrow when you wake up with Mark and Charity Mornings. Final morning of September for our September Morn fans. It wraps up tomorrow with October arriving on Sunday. Talk to you then.